You know, most federal workers have made today's deadline to get vaccinated. More than 90% of federal workers have received at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. President Biden announced back in September that all federal workers would have to get vaccinated unless they secured an approved medical or religious exemption. Hospitals across the Tampa Bay area are implementing COVID vaccine mandates. This despite Governor Ron DeSantis signing House Bill 1B, prohibiting private employers from imposing COVID-19 vaccine mandates for employees. That bill creates some tough choices for hospitals who must decide whether to follow state law or the federal rule requiring healthcare workers to get the shot. 10 Tampa Bay's Adure Achumba joins us now with much more on what that means. Adure.
That's right. Sarasota Memorial Hospital and Baycare Health Systems are the latest to join the list of healthcare facilities going with the federal directive. Now they are now requiring all their health employees and contractors to be vaccinated. Now, under the mandate, workers at health facilities that provide Medicare and Medicaid services must be fully vaccinated. They need to get either the 2-dose Moderna or Pfizer vaccine or the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine by January 4, 2022. Now, workers can get an opt-out only if they qualify for a medical or religious exemption provided by the federal mandate. If approved for exemptions, they'll have to go through COVID-19 testing twice a week at outside facilities, and they must wear a mask. Now, the mandate implementation is raising concerns about a massive exodus of staff from healthcare facilities. Now, this is coming at a critical time when the industry is already dealing with a shortage of nurses and other healthcare workers. And Dr. Jill Roberts with USF Public Health says with both flu and travel season upon us, the mandates are necessary to avoid setbacks in the fight against COVID-19.
The vaccine is your best bet for safety. And so I would encourage people to reach out to their healthcare providers if you're on the fence and get your questions answered for you. And hopefully you'll find some reason to actually go ahead and get vaccinated, because I definitely don't want to see us go into a bad season with flu and with people unable to receive care because of shortages.
Now, most hospitals and healthcare facilities in Florida haven't mandated vaccines until now, and that's because they've had a successful voluntary vaccination rate. However, health officials say unvaccinated employees still pose a big risk to vulnerable patients.
Adure, thank you. And a new analysis by the CDC finds an estimated 30% of healthcare workers in the U.S. and our hospitals remain unvaccinated against this virus. Researchers found vaccination rates were highest among workers at children's hospitals, and that overall healthcare personnel vaccination rates, they slowed down in the fall.